My children are very curious about media coverage of the elections, but my son particularly said to me, "Mom, what data analytics did you and your team have that everyone else was missing?" And he wanted to know all about it, so I showed him. It was a great lesson, a great curiosity, like, what does mom do by day? What does this all mean? I was raised in a house of Italian Catholic women. My mother, her mother, and two of my mother's unmarried sisters. I call them South Jersey's version of the Golden Girls with the housecoats and the snaps and everything. As a young girl, I was always very precocious, very curious. I can't draw, decorate, or design anything, but I always had a real facility for numbers and for facts and figures.
Kellyanne Conway, Republican pollster, polling company is her firm.
When I went into Republican polling, I noticed quickly that my gender was an immediate source of curiosity. In Republican politics, particularly 20-some years ago, there were few women. There were few women consultants. There were few women candidates. There were certainly few women congressmen and office holders. And I'd walk into the RNC and I'd walk into other Republican political situations, which I have described as walking into the men's locker room at the Elks Club holding a bachelor party. My comfort level came in learning how to think like a man and to behave like a lady. And I hearken back to Margaret Thatcher's statement where she said, "Being powerful is like being a lady. If you have to say you are, you probably are not."
Come out and vote on Tuesday, because when you hear that Donald Trump won Pennsylvania, you'll know he won the presidency.
I'm so pleased that I have his ear and his trust as campaign manager to now, as I take on this role as counselor to the president, the highest ranking non-relative female in his White House. You know, in explaining how I feel about one thing that Donald Trump said or did to my daughters, I would be remiss in not revealing the full conversation, which is also why mommy, who's a woman, did not support the first female presidential candidate of a major party. I would tell them that I respect very much that Secretary Clinton was running for president, and it showed that in this country, anybody can do anything if they set their mind to it. At the same time, I tried to explain to them that you could be excited for someone with whom you disagree and share in that moment in history as a proud American. We are making our own choices and really making history every day, but yet making history in the fact that we are increasingly in control